requested to submit on the assignment parts. And now let's continue from the rapid application development model. By its name, rapid application development model is based on the prototyping and iterative development. Prototyping means what? We had just read at the above chapter, prototyping model and iterative development. Hello, no sound please. And iterative development means it happens again and again till the final product is obtained with no specific planning involved. यसमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो ठुलो documentation specific planning भन्ने हुँदैन. The process of writing the software itself involves the planning required for the developing the product. The process of writing the software itself भन्नाले during the application phase नै हामीले चाहिँ सबै जस्तै हामीले चाहिँ पहिला चाहिँ प्रेडिक्टिभ तरिकाले चाहिँ डकुमेन्टेसन एनालाइसिस गर्छ त्यो चाहिँ ड्युरिङ द वर्क नै हुने गर्दछ. Rapid application development focus on gathering the customer requirements through the workshop or focus group. Early testing of the prototype by the customer using the iterative concept. At this point, the prototype model is used widely. पहिले भएको प्रोटोटाइपलाई चाहिँ सुरुमा कस्टमरलाई देखाएर त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ डेभलप गर्न चाहिँ सुरु गर्दछ. यसमा चाहिँ रियुज अफ द एक्जिस्टिङ प्रोटोटाइप, कन्टिन्युस इन्टिग्रेसन एन्ड ऱ्यापिड डेलिभरी. त्यसमा नै नयाँ नयाँ प्रडक्टहरू चाहिँ एज द न्यू प्रडक्ट इज न्यू फिचर्स इज बिल्ड त्यसलाई चाहिँ इन्टिग्रेट गरिहाल्ने है. यसलाई चाहिँ अर्को मोडलमा चाहिँ के हुन्थ्यो भने पहिला चाहिँ सबै गरेर टेस्टिङ गरेर फेरि इन्टिग्रेट गर्ने हुन्थ्यो भने यसमा चाहिँ एज फार एज इट इज डेभलप त्यसलाई चाहिँ इन्टिग्रेट गर्दै लाने तरिकाले चाहिँ गरिन्छ. एन्ड दिस इज द मोडल हाउ ऱ्यापिड एप्लिकेसन डेभलपमेन्ट वर्क्स. फर्स्ट एनालाइसिस एन्ड डिजाइन, क्विक डिजाइन भनेको छ यो एउटै भित्र हुन्छ. एन्ड इट इन्भल्भ्स अ प्रोटोटाइपिङ मोडल विच इज अ पार्ट अफ प्रोटोटाइप मोडल अल्सो है. प्रोटोटाइपिङ मोडलको फर्ममा जान्छ, त्यसपछि टेस्टिङ हुन्छ अनि डिप्लोइमेन्ट हुन्छ. एन्ड द फर्दर we had just subcategorized each model detail into 5 parts. That is, the first part is business modeling, second part is data modeling, third part is process modeling, fourth part is application generation, and fifth part is testing and turnover. In every prototype, RAD model चाहिँ यो फेजमा जान्छ and it goes to the second prototype, third prototype and fourth prototype. यसरी गएर चाहिँ लास्टमा चाहिँ एप्लिकेसन कोड चाहिँ जेनेरेट हुनेछ. And what is business modeling? Generally, business modeling भनेको के हो? Then if you go on like that way, business modeling means सबभन्दा पहिला बिजनेस लेयर फर्म गर्नुपर्छ भन्छ. Business model for the product under the development is designed in terms of flow of information. Business modeling is a process of designing a application. कसरी इन्फर्मेसनहरु फ्लो हुन्छ है. सपोज यो तिमी एउटा अर्गनाइजेसनमा गयो भने व्हाट इज बिजनेस के हुन्छ त्यहाँ कलेजमा बिजनेसहरु के बिजनेस हुन्छ भने के हुन्छ, स्टुडेन्टको डाटा इन्ट्री हुन्छ, स्टुडेन्टको फी इन्ट्री हुन्छ. कस्तो हुन्छ भने बिजनेस भन्ने बित्तिकै एक्टिभिटी मोडलिङ हो क्या त्यो चाहिँ है. आज यो सफ्टवेयरको बिजनेस के हुन्छ भन्यो भने चाहिँ इट इज नट ओन्ली अबाउट द बिजनेस भन्ने बित्तिकैमा ट्रेडिङ वाट इट वर्क्स. लाइब्रेरीमा भयो भने बिजनेस के हुन्छ, बुक रजिस्ट्रेसन, स्टुडेन्ट रजिस्ट्रेसन, book issuing, returning the book, taking the fines. These are the business modeling in terms of library, and similarly for other organizations. And after that, we go on to the data modeling. At this point, informations gathered in business modeling are reviewed and analyzed to form a set of data object for the business. That is, the attributes of all sets is identified and defined. That means what we are going to do is, suppose तिमीहरु चाहिँ student registration गर्नु पर्यो, that is one of the business. Then के information चाहिन्छ तिमीहरुलाई? के information चाहिन्छ student registration गर्दा? Student को name, student को roll number, student को roll number, student को date of birth, address, class, हैन? कुन year मा पढेको and which faculty. These are the data that are to be extracted after knowing the business model. And after the business model, what comes in is the process modeling. During this, the data object sets the defined in data modeling phase are converted to establish the business information flow needed to achieve specific business objective as per the business model. That is, the model may the process model for any changes or enhancement to data object. That is, process modeling भन्दा के हुन्छ त? अब एउटा डेटा, अब registration, student registration गर्दाखेरि के डेटा चाहिन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ आइडेन्टिफाइड गरिसकेपछि चाहिँ अब जेनरली एउटा डेटा स्टुडेन्ट इन्ट्री गर्दाखेरि के हुन्छ, त्यो स्टुडेन्टलाई इन्ट्री गर्नुपर्छ, त्यसको एडिट गर्न पर्न सक्छ, त्यसलाई अपडेट गर्नुपर्ने सक्छ, त्यसलाई डिलिट गर्नुपर्ने सक्छ. दिज आर कल्ड द प्रोसेस है. त्यो स्टुडेन्टको अरू पनि फीहरू केही प्रोसेसहरू अरू मिलाउनु पर्ला. एभ्री फङ्सन इन दिस पार्ट इज कल्ड अ प्रोसेस मोडलिङ. आफ्टर द्याट हामीले पहिला बिजनेसले त्यसले सफ्टवेयरले के काम गर्छ भन्ने बुझ्यौँ. त्यसपछि त्यसको लागि रिक्वायरमेन्टहरू के चाहिन्छ भन्ने बुझ्यौँ. त्यसपछि डिटेलिङमा चाहिँ के एक्सनहरू गर्छ भन्ने बुझ्यौँ. देन आफ्टर द्याट वी कम टु द another phase that is called the application generation. This is the phase where actual system is built and coding is done by the automation tools to convert the process and data models into the actual prototype. अब बल्ल एउटा प्रोटोटाइप बन्छ यतिखेर चाहिँ. एभ्री कोडिङहरू गरेर तिमीहरूको चाहिँ यो जुन फर्स्ट फेज छ प्रोटोटाइप 1 भन्ने छ, यो बल्ल एउटा बन्छ. आफ्टर द्याट इट गोज इन्टु द testing. During the testing phase, the prototypes are independently tested during every iteration, and the data flow and the interface between all the components need to be thoroughly tested with complete test coverage. अब यो चाहिँ सबै हरेक प्रोटोटाइपमा चाहिँ इन्डिपेन्डेन्टली टेस्ट गर्नु पर्दछ. आफ्टर द्याट अगेन इट गोज फर द रिभाइभ, एन्ड when it is revived, then it goes for next prototype 2, next prototype 3, and when all thing is met, then you can go for the full phase of application. Right? So at this phase we are doing this model, and after this we are going to have we have finished about the predict model. Okay. These were the old trend used in our software development scenarios. There are certain disadvantages of these also and advantage also. Some of the advantage may be RAS should be used only when a system can modularize to deliver in incremental matter. कहिले कहिले चाहिँ यसलाई चाहिँ एउटा सानो फेज इम्प्लिमेन्ट गर्ने, त्यसपछि अर्को गर्ने, त्यसपछि अर्को गर्ने टाइपको छ भने इट इज एडभान्टेज. इट शुड बी युज इफ देयर इज अ हाई अवेलेबिलिटी अफ डिजाइनर फर मोडलिङ. यसलाई डिजाइनर पार्ट, डिजाइनिङ पार्टमा चाहिँ हाई लेभल अफ मेन पावर छ भने मात्रै वी क्यान युज इट है. It should be used only if the budget permits the use of automated code generating tools. Tools use गरिराख्नु पर्ने हुन्छ यसमा, so it should be care taken. अब यसको के एडभान्टेज र डिसएडभान्टेजमा चाहिँ अलिकति के छ भने म्यानेजमेन्ट कम्प्लेक्सिटी इज मोर, हाई डिपेन्डेन्सी अफ मोडलिङ स्किल्स, किनकि मोडलिङ स्किल्स गर्ने मान्छेमाथि चाहिँ कोडरबाट भन्दा पनि मोडलिङ स्किल गर्नेसित चाहिँ डिपेन्डेन्सी हाई हुनु पर्यो. Only system that can be modularized can be built using the RAD. That is module गरेर जस्तै एउटा कलेजमा suppose there is a college that has different module such as एउटा चाहिँ accounting module हुन सक्ला, अर्को student registration module हुन सक्ला, अर्को चाहिँ library module हुन सक्ला. Only those application can be built. As a whole कुनै एउटा एप्लिकेसन चाहिँ सिंगल मोडुलर बनाउन नमिल्ने तर सिंगल एकैचोटि काम गर्ने टाइपको छ भने we cannot use this. Suitable for the project requiring shorter development times. है छिटो गर्नुपर्ने छ भने it can be done. Another thing is that it needs some of the prototypes to be start the project. Since it uses the prototypes, it is a prototyping to गर्ने पर्ने हुन्छ. And let's hello hello. Be careful, है तिमीहरु पढिराछौ. Okay, let's go on to the another part. Predictive model भनेको के हो त भन्दाखेरि what was the predictive model? रिक्वायरमेन्टहरु पुरै फ्रीज हुन सक्ने कन्डिसन भयो भने अब चाहिँ रिक्वायरमेन्ट इज कन्क्रिटली राइट 100% राइट हुने कन्डिसन्स आयो भने at that time we were allowed to select the predictive models. But if the requirement would be changed time to time during the development, then we should have to use adaptive model. That is, when we are developing a new software which is first of its kind and it's impossible to freeze on the requirement, and hence choosing a predictive development model would not be a great idea. That is, requirement are complete bhayena bhane we can choose a predictive development. This is where the adaptive development model comes into play. An adaptive model is also referred as agile method or iterative methods. Some of the examples of them were spiral models, agile models, and DSTM. And the most used model of this type of model is agile in our community, that is in our software development companies. The adaptive models allows the liberty of not having the freeze the complete set of requirements before starting the project. We can start the project when you get the partial requirement also. Using the agile iterative model have certain resource pool allocated to the project, and they work on the software development following the iterative process. They have also iterative process means certain part of action चाहिँ again and again repeats भइ नै राख्छ. In agile iterative approach, the project is divided into a smaller units called as user story, which are independent of another. Okay, project चाहिँ सानो पार्टमा डिवाइड गरिन्छ. They are called the user story. Suppose student registration and teacher registration भनेर गर्न सकिन्छ. At that point, teacher registration is independent of student registration. These user stories are added to the product backlog and the development team works on each of the stories based on the priorities. Now, another most important things in agile development is after dividing the works, priorities is set to them. Is first कुन मोड्युल बनाउने, which is to be implement भनेर चाहिँ सबभन्दा पहिला चाहिँ कुन मोड्युल बनाउने र डिपेन्ड अपन द बेस एन्ड डिपेन्डेन्सी. कहिले कहिले के हुन सक्छ भने कोर मोड्युल एकाउन्टिङ मोडलमा चाहिँ एकाउन्टिङ मोडल बनाउन भन्दा अगाडि स्टुडेन्ट रजिस्ट्रेसन मोड्युल बनाउने हुन सक्छ हैन. त्यो वर्कहरुलाई चाहिँ प्रायोरिटीमा हेरेर चाहिँ we have to develop some of the projects. This agile approach allows the stakeholder to add the user stories for the first one and 2 sprints and kickstart the project. Sprint भनेको पनि they are the modules of the project. They are the phase. है. Sprint भनेको चाहिँ a project in certain timeline. As the project proceeds, the stakeholders can add the user stories necessary for the further sprints. Further time को लागि चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ एउटा काम गर्दै छ भने चाहिँ स्टेकहोल्डर भनेको हो त those person they are liable to use the software. तिनीहरुले चाहिँ एउटा पार्टहरु चाहिँ सुरु भएपछि चाहिँ रेगुलरली अरु नै पार्टहरु चाहिँ गर्दै जान सक्छन्. This would allow them to account for an iterative changes or any change requirement that might come up during the process. Consider the example of Uber or Airbnb. These companies were first to come up with the product service in their industry. अब यिनीहरुको के थियो भने let us go with this. सुरुमा एउटा मोडल आएको थियो यिनीहरुको. After that they study the market. फेरि नयाँ एडाप्ट गरे तिनीहरुले नयाँ फ्यासिलिटीहरु. Let's take an example of हाम्रो ई-सेवा पनि सुरुमा एउटा मनीको चाहिँ ट्रान्ज्याक्सन मात्र गर्ने थियो. But now taking the users feedback and customer feedback realizations, they have adapted the payment of different education sector, water bill, electricity bill, telephone, mobile recharge, etc. This सबै गर्न सकिन्छ नि हैन. But the concept was त्यतिखेर चाहिँ जब तिनीहरु सुरु गर्दै थिए त्यतिखेर चाहिँ यसरी चाहिँ अब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल अनलाइन भन्ने कन्सेप्ट थिएन. That was to transfer of money from one side to another side. र other new features are coming on those. That will depend upon the availability of technology and requirement of the customers. Okay, let's start with the spiral model. It's a kind of adaptive model. The main features of this is that it does the risk analysis of the project. Risk analysis चाहिँ main features of spiral model हो. The development team in spiral STLC model starts with a small set of requirement and goes through each development phase for those of the requirement. That is, सुरुमा चाहिँ they take a small part of work. Then the software engineering teams add the functionality for the additional requirement in every increasing spirals. That is, फेरि युजर सित रिक्वायरमेन्ट लिन्छ अनि एड गर्छ, फेरि युजर सित रिक्वायरमेन्ट लिन्छ एड गर्छ until the product is finished. Just see here, there are the generally the 4 phases that are divided by the vertical and horizontal line. र each phase मा चाहिँ के हुने गर्दछ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ they do have the requirement देखि लिएर चाहिँ operation details हरुदेखि लिएर integration यो सबै चाहिँ यसमा हुने गर्दछ. Look here, it's clear from the image. सबै फेजमा डिटरमाइनिङ द अब्जेक्टिभ हुन्छ, आइडेन्टिफाइङ एन्ड रिजल्भिङ द रिस्क हुन्छ, देन डेभलपमेन्ट एन्ड टेस्ट हुन्छ, त्यसपछि प्लानिङ द नेक्स्ट इटरेसन भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ यो एभ्री फेजमा जस्ट यो फेजमा पनि यो चारवटा हुन्छ, यो सेकेन्ड स्पाइरलमा पनि हुन्छ, यो थर्ड स्पाइरलमा पनि हुन्छ। एन्ड this phase of spiral model is divided into 4 quadrants as shown in above figure. The function of 4 quadrants are discussed as it is. Object determination and identifying the alternative solutions. First, requirements are gathered from the customers and objectives are identified, elaborated and analyzed at the start of every phase. As we had discussed in the previous waterfall model, requirement gathered huncha, then त्योबाट के गर्ने हो भन्ने आइडेन्टिफाई हुन्छ, त्यसलाई चाहिँ इलेबोरेट हुन्छ, द्याट क्यान इलेबोरेट गरेर चाहिँ कन्फ्युजनहरु चाहिँ रिड्युस गरिन्छ, एन्ड एनालाइज एट द टाइम अफ, एन्ड अनि यसको एनालाइसिस गर्छ, विल द्याट बी फिजिबल टु इम्प्लिमेन्ट अन देम, देन द अल्टरनेटिभ सोल्युसन पोसिबल फर दिस फेज आर प्रपोज इन क्वाड्रेन्ट। यस, दिस इज द मेन पार्ट। अब रिस्क एनालाइसिस गरेर के गर्छ भने यसले चाहिँ alternative solutions are, if this type of solutions fail, then what we do next भनेर चाहिँ सबै प्लानिङ गरिरहेको हुन्छ। The second thing is identify and resolve the risk. During the second quadrant, all the possible solutions are evaluated to select the best possible. Then the risks associated with the solution is identified and the risks are resolved using the best possible strategy. At the end of the quadrant, prototype is built for the best possible solution. Yes. At the first phase, analysis गरेर what are the alternate, what are the possible solutions, एउटालाई मेन गरे पनि अरु अल्टरनेट सोलुसन्सहरु चाहिँ चुज गरिन्छ। सेकेन्ड फेजमा के हुन्छ भने depending upon the possible solutions evaluated, best solution is chosen. अब त्यो चुज गरिसकेपछि then we do the risk analysis associated with that solutions. अब you identified, if we identify the risks, then how can we resolve it? कसरी त्यसलाई solution र minimize गर्न सकिन्छ? We will be planning a best strategy for those purpose. At the end of quadrant, a prototype is built for the best possible solutions. अब चाहिँ हामीले best possible solutions चुज गरिसकेर risk analysis गरेर त्यसको best possible resolvent चुज गरिसकेपछि चाहिँ we will be building a prototype using that best solution. After that, we come to the next phase, that is the develop the next version of the product. During this quadrant, the identified features are developed and verified through testing. यसमा चाहिँ हामीले माथि बनाएको possible solutions हरु चाहिँ develop र testing पनि गइहाल्छ। At the end of the third, the next version of software is available. That is माथि चाहिँ prototype हुन्छ as we had built. अब यसमा चाहिँ कोडिङ हरु सबै गरेर next एउटा version of software चाहिँ available हुन्छ। Review and planning the next phase. If the fourth quadrant, the customers evaluate the so far developed version of software. अहिलेसम्म माथि प्रोटोटाइप गरेर सफ्टवेयर बनाएर टेस्ट गरेको सफ्टवेयरलाई चाहिँ कस्टमरले टेस्ट गर्छ and gives the feedback. If customer is satisfied, the spiral model of development is ended. But if it is not satisfied, then it goes for the next spiral. First spiral button, second loop ma jन्छ. In the end, planning for the next phase is started. Okay. And we are going to do the product in the certain way. And here is the next. About the dynamic development methods. We'll be discussing about this tomorrow. है theoretical छ त्यही सो हामी बिस्तारै बिस्तारै जान्छौँ अब हिजोको अस्ति दिएको assignment मा चाहिँ if you have any problem then let me have some questions.